And hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing another lawsuit over sexual assault allegations.
In the twisting saga of Sean Diddy Combs, a new chapter has emerged, fraught with grave accusations that trace back to 1991. Just as the dust seemed to settle following his legal settlement with ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, Combs finds himself ensnared in allegations that are both shocking and historical in nature. The accuser, Joey Dickerson Neal, a former Syracuse University psychology student, has catapulted Combs back into the legal spotlight. Her lawsuit, meticulously filed in the Manhattan Supreme Court, alleges a harrowing narrative of substances, assault, and the clandestine filming of the attack. The details of that fateful night in 1991, as described in the suit, paint a picture of a young woman thrust into a vortex of vulnerability and exploitation. Dickerson Neal recounts a reluctant dinner with Combs at Wells Restaurant in Harlem. Following dinner, under the guise of running errands, Combs allegedly led her into a nightmarish sequence of events. She claims that after leaving her drink unattended with Combs, she was pressured into taking a hit of a blunt. The consequences were immediate and debilitating. She found herself unable to stand or walk, a condition the suit attributes to being intentionally intoxicated by Combs. The narrative takes a darker turn as Dickerson Neal describes being transported to a music studio, unable to exit the car, and then to a residence where Combs allegedly sexually assaulted her. The feeling of humiliation and hurt is palpable in her recollection, amplified by her alleged inability to physically or mentally resist the assault.
You know, anything I do is through love. That's what I evolved to be. And that's what I'm doing right now. You feel me?
The assault itself, however, forms only part of the accusation. The lawsuit also accuses Combs of recording the incident without Dickerson Neal's consent, categorizing it as a revenge video. His detail adds a layer of violation, as the suit alleges the tape was viewed by others, including Devontae Swing, a member of the 90s R&B group Jodeci. Swing reportedly confided in Dickerson Neal that he had seen the recording, along with others, instigating a profound sense of exposure and betrayal for the victim.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
The aftermath of the alleged incident is depicted as a downward spiral. Dickerson Neal's life was thrown into a tailspin, resulting in severe depression and suicidal ideation, hospitalization, and her eventual withdrawal from college. The trauma extended into her professional life, with the suit claiming ongoing struggles with mental health and career progression. The lawsuit paints Combs as a persistent pursuer, allegedly having made several advances towards Dickerson Neal, which she rebuffed due to his rumored reputation for mistreating women. Their paths had crossed in the music industry, with Dickerson Neal even appearing in music video clips with Combs. This backdrop of a prior acquaintance adds complexity to the dynamic between the accuser and the accused. Dickerson Neal's response in the immediate aftermath of the alleged assault was marked by confusion, pain, and shame. She did not immediately seek medical attention or report the incident to the police, a decision she attributes to her emotional state at the time. However, the suit notes that she later filed police reports in New York and New Jersey and spoke to several prosecutors in hopes of pressing charges. Her efforts to find justice were reportedly met with resistance. Colleagues expressed fear of retaliation from Combs, concerned about losing future business and music opportunities. This fear, perhaps, speaks to Combs' influential status in the industry. Combs' team has vigorously denied the allegations. In a statement to the Post, a spokesperson dismissed the lawsuit as a money grab, further arguing that Dickerson Neal's story was made up and not credible. They contend that the timing of the lawsuit, coinciding with the expiration of the New York Adult Survivors Act's one-year look-back window, casts doubt on its legitimacy. As this legal drama unfolds, the shadow cast over Combs' career and reputation grows longer. With a history of similar accusations now brought to light, the question lingers. Will this be a turning point in the mogul's storied life, or merely another chapter in a complex narrative? The legal quagmire involving Sean Diddy Combs thickens with each passing day. As we unravel the thread of accusations dating back to 1991, it's impossible to overlook the startling similarities with the allegations made by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. The overlap in the nature of these allegations paints a disturbing pattern of behavior, one that challenges Combs' public persona.
She said it then became clear it was the opportunity to either speak up about the trauma she's experienced and she'll be recovering from for the rest of her life, or just kind of remain silent. So she chose to speak up.
Cassie Ventura, who stepped into the limelight with with her 2006 hit Single Me You You, filed a lawsuit against Combs, her former beau and music producer, in a shocking turn of events. The lawsuit, which surfaced in the public domain through various media outlets, including the New York Times, detailed a harrowing decade-long experience of abuse, control, and exploitation at the hands of Combs.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
In her legal battle against Combs, Ventura accused him of a disturbing pattern of behavior that commenced soon after she was signed to his label, Bad Boy Records, in 2005. The lawsuit painted a grim picture of Ventura being introduced to an ostentatious, fast-paced, and substance-fueled lifestyle. This marked the beginning of what Ventura describes as a cycle of abuse and manipulation. The lawsuit alleged that Combs subjected Ventura to savage beatings, describing incidents where he would punch, kick, and stomp her. These attacks were reportedly coupled with a disturbing practice of forcing Ventura to have sex with other men while Combs filmed the encounters.
Male sex workers, what?
Yeah. It sounded like hired some prostitutes and then watched them,
Yikes.
do their thing.
Ventura's statement, as quoted in the lawsuit, conveyed a narrative of control and abuse. I was a victim of sex trafficking. According to the lawsuit, Combs's control extended beyond physical abuse. He was alleged to have tightly managed Ventura's career, overseeing her financial expenditures and even accessing her personal medical records. This invasive control was further exemplified by an incident described in the suit, where Combs reportedly became enraged upon seeing Ventura interact with another talent agent. The lawsuit claims that this encounter resulted in Combs assaulting Ventura and then confining her to a hotel room to recuperate.
She claimed when she tried to leave Diddy in 2017, he forced himself into her apartment and
Jesus Christ.
The details of Ventura's accusations are harrowing. One incident described in the lawsuit involved a freak-off at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Combs, allegedly inebriated, punched Ventura, resulting in a black eye. The altercation escalated, with Combs throwing glass vases at Ventura as she attempted to flee. The lawsuit claims that hotel security cameras captured the incident, and Combs paid $50,000 to acquire the footage. In another alarming allegation, Ventura suggests that Combs was responsible for an act of violence against rapper Kid Cudi. The lawsuit alleges that in 2012, Combs, infuriated by Ventura's relationship with Cudi, threatened to blow up the rapper's car. Not long after, according to the suit, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. Through a spokeswoman, Kid Cudi corroborated Ventura's account, stating, "This is all true."
Kid Cudi confirmed it?
that the car blew up.
That really happens in real life? People be blowing up cars?
The nation of these abuses, as Ventura claims, occurred in 2018. In her lawsuit, she alleges that towards the end of their relationship, Combs forced his way into her home and sexually assaulted her. This final act, as described in the lawsuit, represents a disturbing crescendo in a series of abusive incidents. In a statement reflecting her resolve to confront the past, Ventura said, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships." The lawsuit was brought under the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law that allows individuals who claim to have been victims of sexual abuse to file civil suits after the statute of limitations has expired. Ventura's decision to file the lawsuit was described as an opportunity to speak up about her trauma, a sentiment echoed in her statement. With the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. In response to these accusations, Combs' legal team issued a vehement denial. A lawyer for Combs stated, "Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Mrs. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail." Douglas Wigdor, Ventura's attorney, countered these claims, asserting that Combs had attempted to silence Ventura with a substantial financial offer. Mr. Combs offered MS Ventura 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of this lawsuit. She rejected his efforts. The legal drama between Ventura and Combs eventually found its resolution outside the courtroom. A settlement was reached, as announced in a statement by Ventura's attorney, Douglas Wigdor. The terms of this settlement were not disclosed, but the statement emphasized that the agreement was reached to their mutual satisfaction. In her statement, Ventura expressed a desire for control over the resolution, thanking her supporters. "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Combs, in his response, mirrored the sentiment of an amicable resolution, wishing Ventura well. "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best." The rapid settlement, coming a day after the lawsuit was filed, hinted at the gravity of the allegations and the urgency to resolve the matter discreetly. As these events unfolded, one could not help but draw parallels to the fresh allegations faced by Combs in the lawsuit filed by Joey Dickerson Neal. The similarities in the nature of the accusations, abuse, control, and exploitation present a disturbing pattern. The rapid succession of legal challenges, first with Ventura and now with Dickerson Neal, raises questions about the potential for more such cases surfacing in the future. As we close this chapter on Sean Diddy Combs' legal saga, what are your thoughts? Are these accusations indicative of a deeper problem in the entertainment industry? Share your insights in the comments below. Until next time, keep the conversation alive.